But let me explain something to you guys that are American that makes it kind of harder for us to. Hey, it's mad warm outside right now. It was snowing like last week, and I don't like that. Let me get out the wind so I can talk to you guys. All right, so I want to talk to y'all real quick about leaving your hometown, or just in general leaving where you're from and moving. This is something that's pretty relevant to my life right now, actually. My hand's kind of dry, low-key. All right, so boom. I honestly feel like, I've seen someone say it and I agree, so I'm not taking credit for making this statement at all. I feel like you are not supposed to live in the same place for your whole life. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good for you mentally or even just growth-wise, you know? Traveling is mad important. And I feel like you don't really know that until you start traveling. And then once you travel, you're just like, wow, like I should have done this sooner. I want to do this again. Because when you just get out into the world, it opens up your mind to let you know that, yo, life is just not my area, my city, my town. There's a whole other universe that you don't know about. And I think who is drag racing down the street? I'm calling the police. And I think the first time I realized that was when I went to Cuba. When I was emceeing the grad trip in Cuba, that was the first time I looked around and I was really like, yo, this is crazy. And then when I went to London, it literally felt like another universe. Like the houses look different, the streets look different, they drive on different sides of the roads. Even the way they just operate daily life is a lot different than how it is on this side. And for me, I've been wanting to move from when I was mad young. I spent a lot of time in Chicago with my family, so that's really the closest that I've been technically to moving. And I would have stayed there, but my mom didn't really want me to stay there. I was gonna take my SATs because I even wanted to go to college in the States because it does not compare. College here sucks. It sucks, okay? It's terrible. It's trash compared to over there. Like I've been to University of Kentucky. That place was lit. I was on UCLA campus. That place was lit. I went to UNC. That place was lit. But then on top of that, if you factor in my career and what I want to do with my life, being in the entertainment business, being an actor, all that type of stuff, it's getting better. I can't say that it's you have no opportunities in Canada because that's not true, but the infrastructure just does not compare to that of the States. So the main reason for me wanting to move to the States is career. A lot of people just want to move just because, and that doesn't really make sense. There's obviously pros and cons to Canada, pros and cons to the States. Y'all had the craziest president ever. Florida is Florida. I don't really have to explain what Florida is. Y'all don't have free healthcare. If I have a concussion, I just gotta go to sleep and hope that I wake up in the morning. But I also almost made the move a few years ago. That was like, what, 2017, I think? 2017, 2018. I got accepted to the New York Film Academy in Burbank. That's the school that King Bach went to. And that's actually how I found out about it, because I was watching an interview, saw that King Bach said that he went there, even though he dropped out. And I'm like, let me see what it's about. I applied, got in. You have to do like an audition and everything. I went out there with my mom to go look at the school, and I was excited. I was ready to go. I was probably like 20, but being an international student, it was mad expensive. And that's one thing that got me upset about living here, why I want to leave, is because I've missed so many opportunities because I don't have like a green card or citizenship to the States. I was almost on Are You the One? I'm gonna do another video about how I was almost on Are You the One season 7. But yeah, I feel like here in my city right now, I'm in Toronto right now, if you guys don't know where I'm from, because a lot of y'all really don't know where I'm from, you know? Some people think I'm from LA, some people think I'm from New York, some people think I'm live in London. Like, I've heard it all. What is that? If y'all could see what I'm looking at right now, is that a kite, a hot air balloon? Why is it so high? So obviously this whole Rona thing made it very hard to travel in general, because I was planning on staying in LA last summer for a little bit, but we see how that turned out. I didn't get to go to Dream Weekend in Jamaica, the one time that we actually do things on time, bought the tickets early and everything. But of course, you see why I do things last minute? Because whenever you do things on time, the world shuts down for a global panic. But don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that you can't live, survive, and thrive in the place that you're from. I just feel like I truly feel like my time here is over. Like, I've lived the life, I've prepared for it. Now that I look back on it, when I was gonna go to school in LA, I don't know if I would have been ready. I would have adjusted because I'll make it work. But just being thrown out there, I don't know if I would have been ready. Now, I am ready. I'm more ready than SpongeBob. But let me explain something to you guys that are American that makes it kind of harder for us to see. Now, the States has a bunch of major cities, right? So odds are you're probably from a major city or live near a major city. And all y'all states are really small and close to each other. So you can maneuver very quickly. Flights between states are very cheap. You could drive to states easily. So a lot of my American friends have moved a lot. People born in LA, and then they moved to Florida, they moved to Texas, they moved to Houston. People born in New York, and now they live in LA. That doesn't really happen here, because in Canada, bro, if you don't live in Toronto, it's Toronto should be the capital of Canada. We're our own culture too, because when people think of Canadians, they think of the other parts of Canada. Toronto does not act like the other parts of Canada. But if you don't live in Toronto, the only other places you could really go are like, what, Vancouver, maybe? And that's on the other side of the country. You go to maybe Montreal if you want to go speak French. What, where are you going to go? Ottawa? So it's not the same. We don't really have a culture here of just getting up and moving because there's nowhere to go. I'm not trying to be called the N-word like in the middle of Canada living in some random town. That's not it for me. But that is just one of the privileges that I wish that I had. Like, I wish I could just be like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna go to LA, stay for a few months, and let's see what's up. Drive to LA in 5-6 hours. Can't do that. Who authorized this street race? So it's already a bigger chip on our shoulders to try and do that, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know what's gonna happen with Rona and stuff, but hopefully this summer I could get the second chapter of my life started. So at this current moment, my plan is to go out to LA, maybe spend a little bit of time, couple weeks or a month or so, come back, see what I want to do. Maybe Atlanta. LA is most likely where I'm probably gonna end up. Yeah, realistically, the only place I can end up is probably LA, New York, Atlanta. And I don't really want to go to New York because New York is kind of like Toronto. Like, the weather's the same, culture is obviously not the same, but it's more similar. I just feel like I like LA. I really do like LA. And a lot of people hate LA. And LA is mad expensive. I understand that. But I just think it's time, because at this point, what am I really waiting for? Now, there's two sides of the spectrum to where some people are like, yo, I moved to this city with $300 to my name and I made it work. And then there's the other set of people where like, stack up your money, save X amount of thousands of dollars, so just in case of anything, you have something to fall back on. I hear both of those. I'm definitely not trying to go out to LA with no money and struggle and be eating ramen noodles and sleeping on people's couches for the rest of my life. But I also don't want to wait until I have tens of thousands of dollars to move out there. Now, I do think part of the story of moving to somewhere else is the little bit of struggle you have at the beginning, because that's been a common factor that I've heard for people that have moved. Everyone said they struggled for a little bit in the beginning and then they got to it. And I'm fine with that. I've been broke my whole life, so I'm used to struggle. So I can struggle a little bit. But I would rather be struggling in a place that I want to be at, working towards my goal, than to just be chilling at home here, living the same life that I've been living for the last 20 years. So I want to know what you guys think also. Like, comment down below if you've ever moved from your city to another state or something. Let me know what that was like. But honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like you just need to do what makes you happy. If you feel like staying and that's fine, then stay. If you feel like leaving your hometown, then leave. Like, it's really that simple. But just don't regret anything, because to me, regret is probably the worst feeling in the world. Like, you don't want to be 50 and be like, dang, I wonder what could have happened if I moved to Houston when I was 25, and now I'll never know because I got 4 kids and 3 baby mamas and a mortgage and a car payment, and now I can't go. That's another big thing that I think if you're gonna make those moves, I think it's a good idea to do it when you're young and have the least amount of responsibilities as possible. Because for me, check this out, I ain't got no kids, not having none anytime soon. I'm not married. I don't even have a girlfriend. The only thing really attaching me to the city is my family. But my mom's been knowing that I'm ready to leave, so she's kind of prepared for that. Like, I can understand how it's hard when you have kids and stuff, but I don't got that. So I'm good. I'm good to go. Put me on a flight and I'm out. So honestly, you guys are just gonna be along for the ride with me over this next however long year or so, and seeing me trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. But also, if you were thinking about making a move somewhere, take this as your sign. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Like Cherish said. Some of y'all don't even know about Cherish. You guys are too young for that. If you were born after 1996, 7, you wouldn't even know who Cherish is. Go look that up. Do it to it. Just don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back. Because realistically, if you have like a place to stay, like me, for example, if you live at home and you go out to wherever you want to move to and you fall flat on your face, like no money, no food, no nothing, you could just go back home. Like, some people don't want to go back home. Like, some people literally refuse to go back home. Some people would rather sleep on the street, sleeping on couches, and do that before they go back home. But like, at the end of the day, if you're really down horrendous, you can go back home. It's not like you don't have a home to go back to if you have a home to go back to, you know? Hey, I didn't even show y'all. I got the Gucci slides on. I know I'm a few years too late, but shout out to my cousins. They got it for me. But yeah, yo, go out, live your life, take risks, be free, do what you want to do. I am the biggest advocate. Why can't I say the word? I am the biggest advocate for do what you want to do. Like, don't ask me if you should quit your job to pursue your passion, because I'm gonna tell you to quit the job. Like, I'm not the safe, practical friend. I'm the risk it all type of friend, because I just have this unshakable belief in myself that I'm gonna get it to work. Like I'm gonna get everything that I want. I'm telling you guys, I know I'm gonna get everything that I want. That's why I feel so comfortable putting myself in risky situations and changing, because I know it's gonna work. I know if I go to LA, I'm gonna make it work. Everything I want to do, I'm going to make it happen. It's happened already in my mind. Like I can visually see it. And a lot of my homies are on the same wave. And I have people that are willing to help me. And I'm sure you have people that are willing to help you too. So lean on your support system and get it cracking, yo. Let's do it, man. Let's turn it up this year, even in the middle of a panini. But if you could live anywhere else, like you can move to a city, money wasn't an object and you could move, what city would you move to? Comment down below. Let me know. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Stay safe, stay faithful. I'm out.